Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to the Osea Beach Huts. As you can see in the background there now, the tide is starting to pick up there. It's already just starting to cover the first step, which is really nice. To get the best tide, you're probably looking at about a 5 meter and above really. Today's high tide is 5 meters 0.01, so we're right on the edge of basically getting the water to go above all this grass down here. But I think at the moment now, even looking at this, it's enough to work in Photoshop and it should come out really, really nice. The clouds are not too bad there. I might do some fast shutter speeds and some slow shutter speeds. I'm going to be doing my favorite genre, which is going to be the old fine art and long exposure photography with a touch of minimalism. It's going to be quite nice today because we've got beach huts, which is very contemporary. Got some nice sharp lines. We've got some lovely Pantone colours there as well, all the way through the beach huts. So it'll be nice, modern against the smoothness of this water there. So it should be pretty good. So I think without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up, and then as soon as I'm ready to go, I'll come back to you, and then we'll take you through the first composition. Okay, so it's now 5 past, and we've still got half an hour before high tide, but I'm quite happy with what we've got now. Got a bit of dull sky, so I'm kind of going to make the most of it now. So let's get cracked on. I'm going to put you straight into camera and let you have a quick look what I'm looking at. And we're now in camera there. That's looking really good there. I've got my graduated filter, which I'm going to bring in for that there, which has got a nice sky on there. If you look on the right hand side, you've got this lovely cloud here. Let's see if we can get that with a polarizer a bit more. That's looking nice. Do my horizontals, which is spot on there. Look at that, that's perfect. And I'm going to get cracked on straight away. So my histogram's looking pretty good there. Let's turn everything else off there. Let's have a general look at it. That's looking nice there. And I think we're going to go for that one. That's pretty good to go. And let that one go. So that's going to be 30 seconds, f11, ISO 64, and off it goes. First one of the day. Okay, so that's the first picture done already there, and that's a 30-second exposure done there. Let me bring that into camera there now. I've got it on play, and we're in camera there now. So that's looking really nice. My focus point was on the front of the steps there, which is looking really nice. Nice soft light there. Love that. That's going back all the way there. Nice, nice. Clouds aren't too distracting there, and that's looking pretty good there. So I'm very, very happy with that. Check my exposure. Exposure is absolutely spot on there, so I'm very happy with that one there now. That's looking pretty good to me. And I think what I may do now, I'm going to come back out of here, and then I'm going to probably do probably it's a 2-minute exposure if I can get away with it. So I'm going to bring you back into camera. Okay, so we're now back in camera there, so I need to go to 2 minutes, so I'm going to go 1, 2-minute exposure there. Let me click my ISO, 1, 2, 3, 1. And I need to take my aperture probably up to 16, and we'll let that one go as well there now. Okay, so that's the 2-minute exposure there done there. Just going to press play, and then you can have a quick look what I'm looking at. So waiting for it to wake up. It's a little bit underexposed because the clouds went over, I think, so we'll have a look at that. Let's bring you in and have a look at it. Okay, first things first, let's just check my exposure. We're not doing too bad. We can pull all that out probably in Photoshop later on. If you look at the bottom right hand side, you can see there's lots of green stuff. We've got a bit of wind coming in there, and it's blown all the foam in there, and then all the loose bits of grass and all that's all being pushed up against the right hand side. But it's fine because there's still a bit of a clearance between the actual the beach huts itself and the actual the edge of the bank there. So we can do that in Photoshop and clean that up. So we've got the separation now, so that's looking pretty good there. Going to bring you back into camera again. Okay, we're now in camera again there now, so we're looking through the camera there. So let's go for a slower shutter speed. So this is not really for an exposure, this is just to show you what I'm going to do. So at the moment we've got the beach huts here, and just there I'd like to get a bit of a separation from the first beach hut to the rest of the beach huts. So I'm actually going to go down that way behind you and get a nice little angle where the first one's separated, and then the rest will fall off from there. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to move our composition probably about 15 meters down to the side behind you. So off we go. Okay, so I thought that the harsh light before was bad. This is even worse now. What's happened now is that this big, huge bit of white in the background is making everything go into a silhouette, and it's looking absolutely horrendous. So I may have to do two exposures, one for the actual beach huts and then one for the sky, and then do an HDR on this one. So let's get set up. Let's have a quick look and see what we can do. I've got my separation with the actual beach huts so far. So I'm going to press you into camera and let you have a look at what I'm doing. Okay, so as you can see there, just put this into the middle. I'll lighten everything up first. Let you have a quick look at the overall picture, take the display off. So basically that's going to be my setup there, which isn't too bad. I'll clean that up as we go later on. So I may come in a little bit further there, move over this way a touch. Got to put my focus spot on there. What I wanted, you see the focus spot down there? I wanted the separation between this one, so this beach hut here is nice and separated. The wind's picking up as well now. Can't believe this is coming in from nowhere. That's the sea for you. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this one on the veranda, hit that, get that in focus there, lock it on, check it. That's nice and sharp to there. Okay, so that's that setup there. I've got my graduated filter down as much as I can push it down to there at the moment. And I think we're going to expose basically for the beach huts first. So let's come back on there, get the display, check my levels. Check my horizontals. Horizontals are good. The wind's picking up really bad at the moment as well, so it's all going against us. We've still got a good hour. Things may change yet, you never know, but we'll go with this one. So we're going to do an exposure for this one first. This is going to be 30 seconds f11 at ISO 500. Let's bring that down a little bit. I think we can pull the rest of that out in Photoshop, so we're going to let that one go first. And let's have a look at that. I'm going to bring you back into camera there now. And as you can see, all of the beach huts are silhouetted there and they look absolutely horrible. My goodness me. But I think what we'll do is, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to come back and do that another time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down the other side and shoot with the light going that way, which will look a lot better. So off we go. Okay, so what I've done, I've moved down to this side of the beach and it looks a little bit nicer now there, and the light behind the beach huts looks a lot nicer. So what I'll do, I'll put you into camera and let you have a quick look at what I'm looking at. Okay, so you're now in camera, that's good. Let's pull this back slightly and find the composition here. So the clouds are looking nice there. Get rid of the highlights, that's looking not too bad there. Lift it up a little bit there. Let me just check my horizon. There we go, that's looking good. And we're off, there we go. Are we there? Yep. Okay, so that's the 30-second exposure there done. I'm just going to press play and let you have a look at it. Now we're talking. Lovely, lovely soft light there, which is what I was expecting there. That's looking a lot better there. Nice. Nice clouds. This is where we want to be with these, I think, definitely. So I think I'm going to do another one there. I'm going to move probably slightly to the right. Let's just check my exposure. Exposure is absolutely on the money. Okay, so that one there's in the bag. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to just move slightly to the right there. So again, I'm going to bring you into camera, let you have a quick look at what I'm looking at with the new composition. It's looking quite nice as well. So let's go, okay. Okay, and then once again, let's bring this down. 1, 2, 3. Let's bring my shutter speed to a minute. And then try another one. 1. That's not too bad actually, let's go for that. I think that's looking pretty good there, so that's going to be a minute, and we'll let that one go and see what comes from that. Okay, so that exposure is just done there now. That's my minute exposure. Let's bring you into camera and let you have a look at it. We're now in camera and that looks lovely, lovely soft light there, really soft water. Really impressed with that there. Let's have a look around there. Nice soft water, look at that, beautiful. Let's just check the exposure quickly before I move. Exposure is absolutely on the money there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm probably going to go a little bit further this way so I can get a better angle on the beach huts. So I'm going to move over there now. Okay, I thought it might be one of those days. We'll be battling the elements now. We've now got rain coming in there. You'll see it coming in the front of the video camera there. And we're basically, the rain coming in there. The actual ladies, there was a couple of photographers here who are actually on a commercial shoot, and the ladies are actually the owners of this beach and cafe. So I've just had to work around them as they go along. But we're not doing too bad. Again, I'm just going to line up on this exposure here. So it's just starting to rain properly now. So I think what I may do is get one in the bag quickly. And we're going to take that one there. So basically, let's bring you into camera and let you have a look at it. So we're all lined up there. I've just focused up onto this bit here, take the display off so you can see that's going to be my frame up there, which is not too bad there. That's good. And I think we're going to go with that. And we're going to do one quickly. So exposure is 30 seconds, f11, 125, and then we'll let that one go. You can actually do that when you're exposing for 30 seconds. You can put a cloth in the front of it and just get rid of the water. Okay, let's have a quick peek. That's just exposed there now. Let's have a look. And that looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving that. Lovely soft light there. Nice and sharp there. Now this is what we're talking about. This is what we're after. Looking really, really nice there. Bit of work in Photoshop and that'll work. So I'm happy with that. Check the exposure. Exposure is absolutely spot on there. So I think what we're going to do now, we're going to try and go back up to where we were before, and hopefully the clouds won't be as bad and they won't be as silhouetted. So that's in the bag. So we've got two down here that look really, really nice. Happy with them. They're in the bag. We've probably got, let's have a look, still about half an hour before the tide goes out. So let's get down there quickly and get the classic shots done. So let's move on. Okay, so on the way up to the other side of the beach huts, I decided to stop at the very front here and do a slightly 45-degree angle, and that looks quite nice. I'll let you have a quick look at it. And you're now in camera there. That looks really nice. Nice soft light there. That's looking good. Just check my exposure. Exposure's right on the money there, right on the edge there. So that looks pretty good there. So I quite like that one there. I think what we'll do is going to get on and move up again. Right guys, we are really struggling here. Tide's ticking away as well. Right? It's now half an hour gone past high tide. The light is just horrendous at the moment. It was okay that way coming this way, but as soon as that sun came out, or as soon as that sun goes in, all these beach huts are all they're all silhouetting, so it's making it really hard. So what I'm doing here, I'm doing two exposures, one for the sky and then one for the beach huts, and then we'll have to do an HDR. So I'll bring you into camera now and let you have a look. Okay, so that's the first picture. I'm now going to do another one, and I'm going to expose for the beach huts this time. Let's come back up there now. Let's get a detail in the beach huts. That'll do nicely. I'm going to let that one go. 30 seconds, f11, ISO 160, and I've done a fast one for the sky, and then I'll blend them together and then see if we can manage to pull something out of it. Really struggling on this one now. Sun's coming back out, we're being rained on, we've had a commercial shoot in front of us. It probably couldn't have gone any worse today. But that's photography for you, and guess what, it'll bring me back to have another go another day. And on top of that, I've got probably a 30-mile-an-hour wind hitting me now full on in the face as well. That's just appeared in the last 15 minutes. So I'm going to head down this way, and I'm going to probably shoot back that way and see if we can get anything else. So let's go down and have another look at another composition. Okay guys, that's that one done there. It's a little bit better shooting that way there, but we're kind of struggling. Anything out that way is catching the sky again. So well, bring you into camera, let you have a look. As you can see in camera in the background, you've got the blue sky burning in there. Let me have a look at my exposure. Exposure is right on the very end there. So we're kind of struggling with this one. We just dropped out. Going to bring you back in again. So exposure wise, it's just a bit on the high end, but it's not too bad. It's nice water on the beach huts, and as I say, the blue sky in the background's getting me. This wind's getting me as well, so it's pretty hard work. I think there's only probably one place to shoot from, and that's down there where I was before, where these ladies were doing their shoots. So I think we're probably going to go down there and probably get a couple of more shots down there, and we'll finish off down there, because anything shooting this way is just not working today. Anything shooting that way is not working either. So there's only one shot in town, and that's where we're going to go now. Okay guys, so we've come down to this side of the beach there. We seem to have some nice light on this side of the beach, so that's not too bad. Okay, so I'm just going to bring you into camera and let you have a quick peek at it. And there is some definitely nice light there, so you can see that there. Let me put a focus point onto here. Focus on that there, that's lovely, check it, that's nice and sharp on there, and that looks not too bad. I'm going to come back a little bit further, see if there's anything in it, and I think we'll go with that. So check my exposure spot on, so 30 seconds, f11, ISO 200, and then we'll let that one go. Okay guys, that's the 30-second exposure there done now. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring you into camera and let you have a quick look at it. And we're now in camera there, so that looks nice soft light on there for 30 seconds. Let me check my focus point. Focus point looks absolutely spot on there. Let's see what it's like on the front on those little verandas. Come on, down we go. That's lovely soft light there. Nice soft light on the water. There we go, beautiful. And as I say, the water's just going out a bit too much now, but never mind. Come back out of there, check my exposure. And exposure is right on the money there, so it's right on the very edge there. So come back out of there now. So I think that is us done guys. It hasn't been too bad. I managed to get a couple of shots from the other side when we first arrived here, when the light was a bit different there. And then obviously when I moved down a little bit to the right on the second shot, suddenly all this real bright sky in the background appeared, and then just way too much dynamic range really to try and take on then at the end of the day. But when I came down here, this wasn't too bad either, but again we had the issue with the commercial shoot that was going on and trying to shoot between that, and then ladies coming in at all time. But that's photography for you, isn't it, at the end of the day? It's just one of those things. But I think I managed to get one from there, a couple from here, so there's a couple in the bag there, so it's not too bad. But what it does, it leaves me wanting more, so this time next year I'll probably have to come back down and give it another go. So thank you very much for staying with me this long guys, much appreciated. If you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe, and then we'll catch you on the next one.